The gavel. Louder. Can you hear me? Hi, good evening. Hello. I need that mayor voice. All right? I need the gavel. Oh, there you go. Thank you, Leo. It was either that or the flare gun, so thank you. Thank you. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, good evening. Welcome to our inauguration ceremony. My name is Ralph Casals, town manager, town of Cutler Bay, and I actually have that written down on a piece of paper, so officially it's there. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the mayor and town council, we're very privileged to have our inauguration ceremony for the re-elected officials, Councilmember Suzy Lord. And that's Vice Mayor Michael Callahan. But before I begin, I'd like to recognize some of my other bosses. We have Councilmember Richard Ramirez, Councilmember B.J. Duncan, our very own Mayor Tim Mirabal. Some of the other folks we have our town attorney Mitch Bierman, Roger Poe. We have our Parks and Recreation Director, Etienne Bejarano. We have Alfredo Quintero, our Public Works Director. Leo Rosselli, our Police Major. Vivian Manach, our Administrative Services Director. And one of my other bosses, my wife, Martha Casals. I was going to say her last name. Thank you. Thank you, Rod, for writing that down on my speech here. Thank you. We also have former Vice Mayor Sue Loisel. So I think the biggest thing is for us is that we had a 65% turnout, turnout in Cutler Bay. So first, a big round of applause to everybody who came out and turned out in the election. Well, our numbers are right up there nationally. I mean, 64%, 67%, so which is great. And that we're very proud of that. And tonight, our re-elected officials and our family members and friends are here to enjoy this special night. I know we all smell the food. We're going to get there, right? And we have a nice little bar there as well. But tonight's program, I'd like to introduce Councilmember Sue Loisel, who will be sworn in by Mr. Dennis Coates. Come on up. Dennis, where are you, Dennis? Suzy Lord. Two Suzy's, two vice mayors. Yep. Okay, you guys right here. One there, one there.
Okay.
Where is he?
Right there.
Oh, you need the...
He needs the script.
Oh, right here.
You didn't memorize it?
He tried.
There we go. I state your name.
I, Suzy Lord,
Do solemnly swear or affirm
do solemnly swear or affirm
that I will support, protect, and defend
that I will support, protect, and defend
the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the United States,
the state of Florida,
the state of Florida,
and will uphold
and will uphold
the charter of the town of Cutler Bay.
the charter of the town of Cutler Bay.
Furthermore,
I
affirm that I am qualified
affirm that I am qualified
to hold the office
to hold the office
to which I have been elected,
to which I have been elected,
and that I will faithfully discharge
and I will faithfully discharge
and perform the duties
of
of the office of Councilmember Seat 2,
the office of Councilmember Seat 2,
upon which I am about to enter.
upon which I am about to enter.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Councilmember Lord, you're not done yet. Come out. Come up. Say a few words.
Good evening, everyone. I was not expecting to say a few words tonight. This is my second election, but my first election, we didn't get to have this party because it was during COVID. So I look upon everyone here, and I'm so grateful for all of you, many of which I've met During my first term, I've made some great friends. Many of my old and dearest friends are here with us tonight, and I thank you for that. I would be remiss if I didn't thank my family for being here. This is something that is my dream, not theirs, but they are forced into service with me as part of my family, i.e. Dennis just swearing me in. Sean, my youngest son, was in our inaugural youth council. I am very emotional. This is quite surprising. Thank you. This is truly a blessing and an honor for me personally. And I thank all of you for being here for us, and most importantly, being here for the town of Cutler Bay. I want to thank Ralph Casals for all his support. He's amazing. I want to thank our town staff for everything they do. They make us shine bright like a diamond, not to steal anything from Rihanna, but so bless all of you. Thank you for being here on my very important night.
I also like to say special thanks, shout out to our town clerk, Mauricio. He's always behind the scenes. Mauricio. Literally behind the scenes. So thank you. Next, we have a special guest, Vice Mayor swearing in the incumbent Vice Mayor. So Vice Mayor Loisel, Vice Mayor Callahan.
There it is. She's got it. Hey, Michael.
I state your name,
I, Michael Callahan,
do solemnly swear or affirm
do solemnly swear or affirm
that I will support, protect, and defend
that I will support, protect, and defend
the constitutions of the United
the
States,
constitutions of the United States,
the state of
the
Florida,
state of Florida,
and will uphold
and will uphold
the charter of the town of Cutler Bay.
the charter of the town of Cutler Bay.
Furthermore,
Furthermore,
I affirm that I am qualified
I affirm that I am qualified
to hold the office
to hold the office
to which I have been elected,
to which I have been elected,
and that I will faithfully discharge
and that I will faithfully discharge
and perform the duties
and perform the duties
of the office of Vice Mayor
of the office of Vice Mayor
upon which I am about to enter.
upon which I'm about to enter.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
And someone that we know is not stranger to saying a few words, Vice Mayor.
I'm very unaccustomed to public speaking, but evidently I should get emotional. Yeah, no. I usually don't prepare speeches, but tonight I thought it was very important to mention several things. So I wanted to start out, and I want to thank all of the residents of Cutler Bay who put their trust in me and have allowed me to serve for the next 4 years. Tonight marks my third consecutive term on the town council of Cutler Bay. So, I am now officially the senior member. In 2016, as a newly elected council member, I chose my longtime friend, Tim Mirabot, to swear me into office to symbolize friendship. Our friendship goes back over 40 years, and one of the high points was the ability to work with him on the Cutler Bay Council. I remember when we were kids, I was the one always getting in trouble, and he told me because I looked guilty. He told me one day that I would probably turn out to be a grumpy old man yelling at kids to get off my lawn. Well, one of the two things is true. I'm not very good at poker tonight. In 2020, I chose my son, Connor, to swear me into office as my first term as vice mayor, to symbolize family. It was a great pleasure to have my son swear me into such a position of responsibility. He voted for the very first time this year, and unfortunately, I thought we would be able to vote together. But when he came home, he had a very confused look on his face. And I said, son, what's the matter? He said, Dad, I didn't see your name on the ballot. And I had to explain to him that I ran unopposed. So he said, oh, okay. Well, I wrote your name in as president anyway, just in case. Tonight, I have chosen Vice Mayor Suzy Lord to swear me into office for my final term as Vice Mayor to symbolize honor and commitment. I followed Suzy into the council seat 2, and I followed her as Vice Mayor. And there's never been a person who I've worked with politically that has had more honor and commitment than Suzy. Her steadfast dedication to ensuring that our residents came first was second to none, and it was very evident with her Active Adults program and the creation of the Cutler Bay Foundation. Just to name a few. I remember my very first council meeting sitting next to her as a junior council person. Ran till 1:30 in the morning. As the gavel came down and we stood up to leave, she turned to me and whispered in my ear, are you sure you want to do this? I chose all 3 of these as they are the building blocks of a strong foundation and pillars that our community was built on. From the original 19 families in 1955 to almost 50,000 residents that call Cutler Bay home today, it's these principles that I will continue to uphold in my next 4 years as Vice Mayor. There are a couple other people that I want to thank. I wish to thank Rose Martin for her support and her belief in me as Vice Mayor. I also want to thank Joelle Mullis for her support, who I met on the campaign trail in 2020. And after we had been going out for a short time, she informed me that she really hates politicians. But shortly thereafter said I had a chance because I looked like George Strait. And I've been a country music fan ever since. I also want to recognize my grandson, Aiden, who's here with us tonight. This is his very first adventure into politics. But as he asked his grandma, he was a little confused. He didn't know if I was vice president, vice mayor, or the vice principal. So. I also wish to thank my fellow council members, Mayor Mirabot, Councilmember Duncan, Councilmember Lord, Councilmember Ramirez, for their support throughout the years on the council. So once again, I wish to thank all of the folks in Cutler Bay for putting their trust in me, and I look forward to serving all of you for the next 4 years. Thank you.
Thank you, Vice Mayor and Councilmember Lord. Congratulations. And to kind of wrap this up, you know, the ultimate closer, as I would call it, right? The Mayor Mirabot. Just come say some words. Closer now.
Thank you, Ralph. It's really an honor. I am very pleased that both of you are coming back to work with me for the next 2 years and with this council. At least for me, it's the next 2 years. You guys a little bit longer than that. But you guys both mentioned something that is really, really important, I think, to why this council works so well. Suzy mentioned it first when she says, I'm getting emotional. Emotion is because she's bringing passion and she's care and concern for her community and for those around her. And you've heard me mention many, many times, the important thing about this community is the care, concern, passion. When I say the word love, and a lot of politicians use the word love for each other. So she brings that. And Vice Mayor Callahan mentioned the 3 pillars, but the last one he mentioned was community. And being a part of a community is representative of those 2 things, because you can have all the passion, care, and concern and love in the world, but being part of the community means taking action to ensure that everybody's life is going to be better because of your ideas and your actions and your care, concern, and love. So both of you mentioned 2 of the things that I find most important going forward. Cutler Bay is a great community which represents many of the 2 things that you do. And I'd just like to remind the community that them coming forward, it may be Suzy's dream, but sometimes that dream can be a nightmare because there's a lot of decisions that we need to be made. There's a path that we all see that we want to move forward, but we all are not clear on how we want to get there. Sometimes your idea may not be the most popular, and sometimes you may not be the smartest person in the room. And that's why we work together as a team of 5 to listen to each other, to listen to the community, and try to decide how we want to move forward together. This council, I think, represents more than any other council that I've ever seen, of being harmonious and listening to each other, respecting each other, and finding the best way to move forward as a council and as a community. So it's an extreme honor to be a mayor of this council and this town. So I want to say thank you to both of you. Thank you to the rest of the council. Thank you to the community. Ralph, to you and your staff. This job, it's not easy, but they certainly try to make it as easy as possible for us. So on behalf of the community, I want to say thank you for your service coming forward, and looking forward to the love, compassion, and intelligent ideas and challenges that you're going to bring forward. So congratulations. I'm glad we got another 2 years together at the very least. Guys, give them a hand.
Thank you, Mayor and members of council. And on behalf of the staff, a lot of them couldn't make it here tonight. We're very privileged to have a great group of bosses that we have, and we know that ultimately you report to over 45,000 residents. So we're very proud to serve this community. There might be some times that we deliver some news that maybe folks don't want to know, but we provide it in a nice professional way. So on behalf of the town staff, thank you. And I see the mayor get one point.
I forgot to say one thing. Could you say it for me?
Go ahead.
Do it.
I had it written down here, but I thought you were going to say that.
You say. It's like a trademark, Mayor.
It's our trademark. I can't ever leave this off, but you guys know it. Say it with me. God bless America, and God bless Cutler Bay. Let's have some drinks, please.
Please enjoy the food and drinks here. Thank you, and take this time to mingle and meet us. Thank you.